In this video, I'm going to be going over how Josh Lyons built a $1.12 million a month sales funnel. Now, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down how one, he attracts his audience, two, how he educates and then converts his audience to be able to do over $12 million per year with his coaching program. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, first things first, if we take a look at his brand, it is mostly just branded around becoming a unicorn closer, which is just another adjective for, I guess, a pro or a better, one of a kind type of closer, right? Now, he's widely recognized for earning $100,000 a month in commissions, which is extremely hard to do as just a closer. Two, he's mostly recognized for training Alex Hormozi's sales team. Now, if you don't know who Alex Hormozi is, this is Alex Hormozi. He's the founder of Gym Launch, a company that was doing multiple millions every single year, if not even month. And he was the guy who trained the entire sales team and actually gave the entire company of Gym Launch record months due to their sales. Now, he's also recognized for being a pro closer, living a lavish life, and just giving value with no fluff, which we're going to actually get into later in the video. But essentially, the content he creates has no fluff, none of that BS, just straight to the point, pure value, which is also why he has such a good brand. Now, if we get into his ideal client avatar, this is the first thing we establish with our own clients. It is the pillar, it is the foundation of the business. If you don't have this figured out, you don't have your marketing, your offer, your copywriting, nothing else. And this is the worksheet that we actually give to our clients to fill out as soon as we start working together. It is a 3-step process, and once they fill this out, we take it through a ChatGPT prompt, and then we use a couple other websites and tools to figure out everything that I'm about to cover about Josh Lyons here. So his ideal client avatar, essentially before, which is their current state right now, they have hit a commission ceiling. They can't make any more. They no matter how hard they work, they're just making the same amount every single month. They can't figure out how to close more. They're working crazy hours. They don't have time for anything else, and they are stuck in the same cycle. Now, as this is figured out, Josh Lyons can now create content that hinges on these pain points and now resonates with his audience, because when they see his videos, they're like, oh wow, I'm literally in the same position as this guy speaking about. Oh, he understands me, he's speaking directly to me, which is super important in marketing. And now their dream state, which is they are making more commissions after working with Josh. Their closing rate is a lot higher. They're the top closer in the company. Their life is so much more fulfilling, and they make more and they live more because of that as well. Now, if we get into the attract phase, now we've just set out the foundations, we're into attract. So if we look at his Instagram and his TikTok, we have his Instagram profile right here, and we have his TikTok. Now, he doesn't really post on, well, he does post on his TikTok. He's not getting any traction really. So I'm just going to kind of cross that out for this video, because honestly, it's not really doing him any good right now. And for his Instagram, he's got about 100,000 followers. He's got trained Alex Hormozi's Gym Launch sales team, made $100,000 per month in commissions as a high ticket closer. Here's how, and then a link to his landing page. Now, he's got a bunch of story highlights. He's got wins 1, wins 2, he's got wins 3, wins 4, and he probably has a bunch more wins there as well. He has podcasts that he's been on, just giving random rants, which is also pretty cool, and then role plays. So the whole point of these, essentially, these wins, is to sell the program. The whole point of the role plays is to also just give insights into what the program looks like. This is giving random bits of value so people get to know, like, and trust them, because once someone likes and trusts you, they are now basically prepped to buy from you. And last but not least, this is just giving some social proof. It's just credibility at the end of the day. Now, if we take a look at his content, which I've actually just kind of put out here, his profile is mostly just made up of reels, and he does post a lot. As you see, 1,788 posts. His content is amazing. But if we look into his Instagram reels, he's got reaction videos. So basically where he's reacting to someone else, I guess, giving advice on sales or doing a sales pitch, and he just gives his own insights on top of that. Then casual value, so this will just be him sitting in a private jet, or sitting in his house, or sitting in a mastermind, just overall giving value with some edits on top of that. Then he's got some credibility as well, so this is actually a pinned post. As you see, I actually put it up here as well, and I think these three are all three pinned, but essentially this credibility post, this is him just breaking down that he was the sales trainer for Gym Launch, and essentially this is all the results that he drove, and this is who he is. This is essentially just providing social proof and credibility on who he is and why you should listen to him. Now, this is his most popular content, okay? I'm going to put a P next to it because it's the most popular. This is what gives him the most attraction from his audience. And essentially, it's a talking head content. This is where he's just literally giving your value, no BS whatsoever, because all he's doing right here is just giving out sales advice, okay? And when people watch this, they're like, damn, this guy knows what he's talking about. Now, he also has reels where he's doing coaching calls. So this is just giving a preview to his program. And last but not least, just a little B-roll where essentially he'll give out value on a specific topic or his perception on a specific topic. And there'll be a bunch of edits on top of that with quotes and stuff like that. It's just heavy B-rolled content. Now, he also utilizes Instagram stories. And if you're not a coach who's utilizing Instagram stories, you are missing out. This is probably the biggest money maker for myself and all of my clients. And if not Instagram stories, I don't think any of my clients will be making as much as they're making, because these are where people get to really know, like, and trust you, and they get to really consume your content and get to know you more. Therefore, they want to buy from you because they trust you as an authority. So this is actually a sequence that he posted that I caught as well. And he has an intro. So the last couple of months have been amazing for closers in the mastermind, earning more money, enjoying selling, and becoming more. And then he's got some credibility. He's got credibility 1, credibility 2, credibility 3. This is him just posting all of the results that he's getting from his school community, 4 and 5. And then he's got a call to action. So unless you join today, you continue to miss out on thousands of dollars in lost commissions every month. If you've been sitting on the fence waiting to join us, now is the time to take immediate action, and then a link to his landing page. Now, just quickly referencing back, if we look at his ICP, right, he's speaking about having hit a commission ceiling, can't figure out how to close more, working crazy hours. He's speaking about all of this stuff in his stories. He's speaking about all of this stuff in his content as well, right? And that's the whole point of it. Then he provides some more credibility. Then another call to action 2, call to action 3. Then he goes down to more credibility, just a little bit of social proof on the actual mastermind, more just giving out what they have been doing in the actual mastermind. So this is all of the stuff, just kind of breaking down all of the features and the benefits from the mastermind. And then a call to action 4, call to action 5, and last but not least, just kind of a repost from one of his students, I'm guessing, that was on that call with Josh, just kind of giving some more social proof into what he's doing and more insight. Now, he's also running meta ads. So he's using Instagram post ads, as you'd see. These are going to be just basically his students giving a warm, genuine testimonial for unicornclosers.com on what their experience was. And this is something he's running as ads, which is probably one of the best ads to run, just kind of testimonials and full-on video testimonials from your students. And then he's also running story ads where it's just him in the bottom right corner with a CTA button right here, and him just going and scrolling through all the results inside of his community so people get to see what's going on. Now, if we get into the educate phase, right, this is his YouTube channel. So he's been posting on YouTube. He's been catching some bit of traction. It's about 8,000 subscribers right here. As you see, we have a link to his landing page. But if we break down his content, this is basically what it looks like. We have top of the funnel content. So this is a video like deep inside the mind of a winner, right? This isn't really speaking about sales specifically, but the top 0.1% in sales, and then $1 million a month sales person. It's obviously speaking about sales, so he's still in the niche of sales, but this is more of a broad video. This is a video to attract eyeballs, more resonating with himself rather than the fact that he is in sales, right? That he's teaching sales. And again, this is top of the funnel content. So this is aimed for eyeballs. This allows people to like him. This allows people to get to know him more. And this allows the viewer to leave the video feeling more motivated than before, which is super important for YouTube videos. Because if you don't have that, then your YouTube videos are not going to get rewatched. You're not going to have a high watch time. And people are not going to want to buy because they don't feel more motivated from watching your content than before clicking on that video. Now, if we get into his middle of the funnel content, which is basically educational, this is the type of content that tells people that, okay, this guy is actually teaching sales. He's not just a salesperson documenting his journey, but he's actually teaching sales. And if we look at the video, it's watch this if you're tired of inconsistent commissions in sales. The whole point of this video is to provide credibility, provide the value. So give advice, give tips. And when you do that, people now see you as like, oh, wow, okay, this guy's the expert. He's actually teaching me and I'm learning from his videos. And again, the viewer leaves the video feeling like they've actually learned something, which is super important for your middle of the funnel content. And last but not least, his bottom of the funnel content, which is the whole point of this is to literally just convert, right? It shows a lot of social proof. It shows off the program in most cases. And it's basically, in other words, a video sales letter or a VSL disguised as a YouTube video, which is something you would have on a landing page, but it's kind of in a YouTube video as well, right? So this is a sales roleplay trading offer with $1 million a month sales trainer. And the whole point of this is to literally show and leak what inside of the program looks like. So people get to see it and they're like, damn, I want to be a part of this. They click the link in the description and they get signed up. And that's the whole point of this. Now, if we look at the description of his videos, it's very, very simple. The first line right here is ready to become a unicorn closer. Click here and then it's the landing page. And then again, it's just more about who he is, the credibility, and then a CTA to subscribe, and then his actual Instagram, which if I was in his case, I would link I think his team just kind of forgot to link that there. You have to put a link and not just slash Josh.Lyons, but oh well. Then if we get into the convert phase, which is otherwise straight from the ads or usually from his YouTube content or his Instagram page right here, just by clicking the link in his bio. But essentially, you go down to a VSL page, okay? And it's very, very simple. You have his logo, you have Unicorn Closer Mastermind, and then you have a short VSL for you to watch. There's a very intense VSL. It's actually a very, very good one. I love the editing behind this. And he basically just breaks down that, okay, he starts off by saying making $20,000 a month as a closer is chump change. You're making absolutely nothing. And then breaks down how he made 6 figures in a month as a closer. And then that he's trained Alex Hormozi's gym launch sales team and all of this, providing a bunch of credibility. If you want to watch a whole breakdown on how VSL should be made, I'll probably link the video up here. I broke down a bunch of people's VSLs and how it works. And then he has a CTA button at the bottom, and then just a kind of footer here with his Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Now, once you click this button right here, you get taken to the order form page. So if we look at this format right here, usually the way pages go is you have an opt-in page where you collect like their email and you collect their name and you collect their phone number, right? But we don't have this here. Instead, we go straight to the video page or a VSL page, and then it gets taken to an order form page. But this order form right here is actually a 2-step order form. So the difference between this is you don't type in your name, email address, and then you pay all on the same page. Essentially, what will happen is you will type in your email. So right here, you'll type in your name and your email address. And then once you click one of these details right here get saved. And then this pops up for you to buy. And this order form right here basically acts as an opt-in form. So people type in their name and email address. And then what will happen is they'll start being sent over emails if in the case they don't actually buy. And that's also how that works. So they get put into an email sequence that gets them re-engaged if they typed in an email address and didn't end up buying. But if we actually take a look at this page, it's pretty cool. It basically says, I'm ready to become a unicorn closer. How you show up is how your prospects show up. Take action and enroll right now, which is also a motto that he has, which essentially that if you want your prospects to buy from you, you have to act the way you want your prospects to be. So if you want your prospects to buy on the call, you have to be that guy who buys on the call as well. And then he's got about 6 video testimonials, very in-depth ones on how their journey was with Josh and his program and how they actually improved as a closer. Then a breakdown of what you'll get inside. So exclusive weekly live training with Josh via Zoom on Wednesday, 12 p.m. Eastern time. And then the launchpad, the 4 pillars, scriptless closing, my personal call reviews, access to my underground mentor, objection handling without word tracks, and invite-only access to my top offer network, which is something we'll get into in a second as well. But essentially, this is $2,997, and once you pay for this, you basically essentially get taken over to this page. So if we follow this little diagram right here, you get taken to the confirmation page, okay? And in the confirmation page, they may give you some more other details. I actually haven't bought the program, so I don't know. But I would guess there is an order form page or a confirmation page, may even be an upsell, essentially, just kind of upselling you to a mastermind, which I'm going to get into in just a second. But it must probably just be a video saying thank you for buying, thank you for enrolling into unicornclosers.com. I congratulate you that this is probably the best step you've ever made in your life right now. I've sent over the link to the school community in your email, so check that out and blah, 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 blah. But essentially, this is the back end sales progression. So a person will join the program. Then the person will actually get incredible results within the program, which is super, super important. As a coach, you don't want to just be focusing on the marketing and bringing new people in. You want to focus on making an incredible product, because here's where the magic happens. Because they get incredible results with the product, then they will stay for longer, which is obviously monthly recurring revenue. MRR stands for monthly recurring revenue. This is a month that this is the money that you collect every single month from a single person. And then Josh advertises a mastermind, which we've actually seen in one of his reels, okay? And he'll probably advertise this inside of the program as well, saying that I'm looking to do a mastermind on the 15th of June. You can enroll right now. DM me, blah, 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 if you want to enroll. And then he'll probably charge anywhere from $3,000 to about $10,000 to attend the mastermind. So the student will want to get more value by spending time with him one-on-one, and therefore they will pay to attend the mastermind. Now, instead of the student just paying, what is this, $3,000 for the program, right? So instead of them paying their $3,000, they have now gone from $3,000 all the way to spending $13,000 if they pay 10K, which I'll probably imagine to be somewhere around there, because Josh Lyons definitely doesn't charge cheap. So they'd be going from spending just $3,000 alone with Josh Lyons every single month, but also paying an extra $10,000 on top, which adds up to $13,000 total spent of Josh Lyons, which is also how he is able to generate over $1.12 million a month with his sales funnel. Now, if you're a coach, if you're a mentor, you want me to build these exact systems out to you and all the systems that I could document in my YouTube videos as well, I'm going to leave a link in the description where you can book in for a one-on-one call with me. It is an audit call. I'm not going to pitch you on that call. I simply just want to see exactly what your sales process looks like, see if there's anything I will tweak or if there's anything I could potentially help with. And if there is a fit, perhaps me and my team could actually implement these systems on a complete done for you basis. But it's no pressure sales call, no hard pitch, nothing. I'm going to leave the first link in the description. Click that. Feel free to schedule a call. And other than that, I thank you for watching till the end of the video. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.